Somebody look at your neighbor and say, she finna bring it tonight. I say somebody look at your neighbor and say, she finna bring it tonight. And if you ain't got a neighbor, look at yourself and say, she finna bring it to fuck a night. Oh, we gonna jump right into it, because that's how we do it over here. Folks been asking me. They say, so, madam. They say, can you talk about Tiffany Haddish? Tiffany Haddish was born on December the 3rd in 1979. She was born in South Central Los Angeles. Tiffany Haddish was the oldest out of 5 kids, and she was raised by her mother. Tiffany's mama was very successful. She owned property and was also a manager at the U.S. Post Office. Her mama say, fuck of that. I got all these fucker kids. I gotta make sure I do something to stack this fucker money. Y'all know how it is. A mama gonna do what she need to do. A mama gonna do what she got to do to take care of hers. Honey, one day, Tiffany mama she say, come on, y'all. She was talking to her kids, Tiffany and her siblings. She said, come on, y'all. She said, I gotta go to work. So I gotta go take y'all over grandma's house. So Tiffany say, mama, it's okay. I can watch the kids. You don't got to worry about going to work, dropping us to grandma's, then coming all the way back to take us to school. She said, it's all right, mama. I can help you out. I can watch my brothers and sisters. So her mama say, shit, shoulda? That sound like a good idea. So Tiffany end up watching her brothers and sisters. Her mama say, don't burn my house down cooking in this kitchen. Don't answer the door for nobody. She said, and the only time that I want y'all to answer this phone is, I'ma call, then I'ma hang up, then I'ma call back. So that's how you will know that it's me. You know how mamas set up secret ass codes with their kids that only the kids know. So little Tiffany say, okay, mama, I got this, go ahead and go to work. Tiffany say 3 days went by. I said 3 days went by and she ain't hear nothing from her mama. She said they start to get low on hot dogs and noodles. They start to get low on rice and shit. And something needed to be done. So Tiffany called her granny. She called her grandmother. She said, Granny, I ain't seen my mama for 3 days. She said, I was left here to watch the kids. She told me I can go ahead and watch the kids. And I ain't seen her for 3 motherfucker days. I feel like bringing this the fucker night. The granny say, what the hell are you talking about? She said, oh shit, I gotta do something. She said, okay, let me see what's going on. To make a long story short, Tiffany mama was in a tragic car accident. Her mama's head flew through the motherfucker windshield. Flew through the windshield. And the blow to her head was so intense that she lost her memory. Her mama really suffered in this car accident. She suffered so bad in this car accident that she left Tiffany to take care of herself and her brothers and sisters. The doctor told Tiffany, she said she was going to have to take care of her mother. She said, you're going to have to do everything you need to do to take care of your mother. The way that she used to take care of you, now you got to take care of her. Because she wasn't able to take care of herself no more. Tiffany Haddish said her mama wasn't the same person. She was moving in a whole new world. The house that she used to live in, it didn't seem like the same house. Her mama wasn't the same person. Tiffany said her mama started to abuse her. She said her mama went from treating her like Sunday's best to Monday's best. Tiffany said she tried the best she could to take care of cleaning the house, taking care of her siblings. But it was just too much for her. It was just too much. One day the social worker came over to their house to check up on everything. You know how nosy they is. So the social worker determined that the kids needed to go to foster care. When she was 12 years old, her and her siblings was placed in foster care. Just like most foster kids, Tiffany went through a whole lot. I said Tiffany Haddish went through a whole lot in the motherfucking foster homes. And she got introduced to a whole nother lifestyle. When she was 15 years old, her and her siblings, they reunited. And all of them, they start staying with their grandma. Tiffany's social worker gave her a choice. She said either you can go to psychiatric therapy. She said either you can go to psychiatric therapy or you can go to comedy camp. So she chose to go to comedy camp. Tiffany used to use her comedy all throughout her life to get herself out of serious situations. And the social worker, she noticed that Tiffany was a very comical person. Tiffany, she ended up going to the comedy camp. She met Richard Pryor, the Wayans brother, and Dane Cook. She met all of them at this comedy camp. They taught her how to be a professional comedian. They taught her how to learn how to tell jokes at the right time and who to tell the jokes to. They taught her all this shit at this motherfucker comedy camp. And from that point, Tiffany knew that she wanted to be a professional motherfucking comedian. Come on, let's go deeper down this rabbit hole to fuck a night. Tiffany became homeless in her early 20s. But she did what she needed to do to pursue her motherfucking comedian dream. She began to do different stand-up comedy performances. Her and Kevin Hart, they became close friends. Kevin Hart didn't know that she was homeless. Tiffany pulled up one day to the comedy club. She pulled up with all this shit in her motherfucking car, bags and everything. And Kevin Hart, he seen that shit. So she said, yeah, I'm homeless right now, so I'm staying out my motherfucking car. Kevin Hart gave her $300 motherfucking dollars for a hotel. And guess what he told her? He said, I want you to go to that hotel. And I want you to write down a list of goals that you want to accomplish. So to make a long story short, she said after she did that, her career began to take off to the next fucker level. Now I'm going to stop right there. And y'all can watch the video about her life story, because I can keep going on with this shit for days. Now everybody should know this by now. In order to go up, you got to give up. I said in order to go up, you got to give up. And everybody know what I'm talking about. You got to give up a little bit of blood. So folks ask me, who did Tiffany Haddish give up? Who did she blood sacrifice? They say she moving up so fast in the motherfucking game. Who did she have to give up? The shitter was right in our face, and we missed it. I said the shitter was right in your face, and you missed it. She signed down on the blood sacrifice for her father. And her father was taking the fuck up out of here. Boom, bam, thank you, ma'am. Catch that shit on fleek. And if you didn't know, she got Jew blood running all through her motherfucking body. And that's the motherfucking, hey, and that rabbit hole right there, that go real deep. I might have to come back on another video breaking that shit down. I said she got Jew blood running all through her motherfucking body. So you better understand why they treating her like a princess. Put it to fucking together. Now I told y'all to be aware how they work. Who was the hottest female comedian at first? In the 90s and shit. Who was the hottest female? Monique. Everybody and their mama used to love Monique. She was one of the hottest females back in the 90s. Why you think they trying to sit Monique down? So they can raise somebody else up. I said so they can raise up a new person, a new corporation. Tiffany Haddish. Don't be surprised. I'm telling y'all right now. Don't be surprised if we hear about a female comedian being blood sacrificed.